Have you ever stopped to wonder what it is that makes Virgos so unique? Virgos can sometimes be stereotyped as nothing more than fussy perfectionists. But the truth is, there's a lot more to the Virgo than meets the eye. Here are 21 distinct traits and characteristics of the Virgo that explain their personality. 1. Virgo doesn't just talk about it, they do it. They aren't all talk, no action types. When they decide that they're going to do something, you better believe that they're going to work at it until they make it happen. They are goal setters with a determination and self-discipline to persevere when things get tough. This allows them to achieve just about anything that they put their minds to. 2. Virgo has an analytical mind that's capable of finding solutions to tough problems. They're known for being clever and having keen attention to detail, which allows them to find answers to questions that others simply miss. They are able to break down seemingly impossible problems into small and workable parts, and then come up with a solution that actually works. 3. Virgo gets frustrated by incompetence. They have extremely low tolerance for stupidity and have little patience for people who just hinder their progress. Sometimes they need to take deep breaths, count to 10, and remember that not everyone in the world can be rocket scientists. 4. Virgos are sensitive deep down. Whilst you probably wouldn't guess it just by looking at them, they have a very emotional side to them, which they know how to hide well. Sometimes things get to them more than people realize, but they can refuse to talk about it for fear of burdening others with their problems. 5. Virgo is a perfectionist, sometimes to a fault. They're the type of person who believes that if you're going to do something, you might as well do it right. They have extremely big goals and are constantly pushing themselves to achieve at higher and higher levels. But sometimes they can be a little too hard on themselves and find themselves in a state of constant stress. 6. Virgo has a hidden wild side that only a few see. For the most part, they tend to be one of the more reserved zodiac signs, but every now and then, when the mood strikes them, they will let down their hair and go a bit crazy. Being around good friends that they feel at ease around tends to bring out this side of them. 7. Virgos are born skeptics who don't believe something until they see it for themselves. They're just not the type to rely on the gossip and hearsay of others, and they prefer to base their reasoning on facts and concrete evidence. They are independent thinkers who like to come to their own conclusion about things. 8. Virgos are opinionated and they aren't afraid to be heard. They have strong convictions, and rather than sitting on the fence, they will take a stance and stick to their beliefs all the way. They aren't easily influenced by herd mentality and will call out a bad idea when they see one. 9. Virgos are notorious for worrying. They have a bad habit of overthinking and overanalyzing absolutely everything. They can sometimes stress so much that it leads to them burning themselves out. If they want to stay sane, they must remember to take breaks from their busy schedule to give their minds time to rest. 10. Virgo has no time for drama. They don't go out of their way to start unnecessary conflict, as they simply don't have time to waste on it. When they encounter a confrontation, they prefer to settle things in a calm and civil way before anything gets too heated. 11. Virgo is not a pushover and knows how to stand their ground. They might be a pacifist, but if you back them into a corner, you better believe that they will stand up for themselves. They're clever enough to put someone in their place with their words alone and don't have to resort to acts of aggression. 12. Virgo hates being lectured to. If there's one thing that's sure to annoy them, it's nosy know-it-alls that criticize their life choices. To Virgo, this is frankly none of their business. They hate feeling like they are being interrogated or as though people are constantly judging them. 13. Virgo is attracted to confidence, ambition, and intelligence. Beauty and good looks are nice, but if you don't have anything else going for you, then the Virgo will quickly get bored. To really capture their attention, you need to be driven, witty, and clever. 14. Virgo is cautious about opening up. They might seem cold and distant to those that don't know them well, but the truth is, Virgo is just careful about who they open up to. They prefer to take their time getting to know someone and will only truly let them in once trust has been built. 15. Virgo can be bossy. They aren't afraid to take charge of a situation when needed and sometimes even get called a slave driver. But there's no denying that they have a remarkable ability to pull a team together and make stuff happen. And it's for this reason that they often wind up taking on leadership positions in life. 16. When Virgo is having problems, they are extremely good at hiding it. They can seem cool as a cucumber on the outside, whilst simultaneously having a total nervous breakdown on the inside. When they're feeling rough, they can be so good at hiding it that most people would never guess there was an issue. They're not always good at reaching out for help, and they have a bad habit of bottling things up. 17. Virgos stay organized and can't stand clutter. They don't like too much chaos in their life and prefer everything to run like a well-oiled machine. They tend to be clean freaks who find it hard to focus and get things done when they're surrounded by mess and clutter. 18. Virgo is calculated and always thinking 10 steps ahead. Unlike some of the more reckless zodiac signs who might make decisions on the spur of the moment, the Virgo tends to be very careful when planning out their next moves. They are extremely grounded and rational beings who don't make any important life decision without weighing up all of the pros and cons first. 19. Virgo is both modest and humble. Although they are often high achievers, they're not the types who let it totally go to their head. They're not big on bragging and prefer to keep their head down and get the job done. Sometimes they can be so modest that they even have a hard time accepting praise and compliments. 20. Virgo is always working hard to improve their future. They are constantly making plans, ticking off lists, and working towards bigger and bigger goals. They are forward-looking creatures who like to grind hard today so that they can have a better tomorrow. 21. Virgo is an extremely loyal friend. They might take longer than other signs to open up, but once you have gained their trust, they are extremely loyal and willing to stick by you even when things get rough. They're the type of friend that you can count on no matter what. Ready to discover more secrets of your zodiac personality? Get your free personalized zodiac reading at zodiacreading.com. This powerful reading will give you shockingly accurate insights into your personality, love life, future, and more. But be warned, these readings are brutally honest and don't hold back.